Welcome in the Tiger Fieldhouse for the nightcap of day 2 here at the Pro Look Shootout. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart with you, the host team. The Orem Tigers taking on the Queens Creek Bulldogs. Orem won their matchup yesterday, a close one against Centennial out of Las Vegas. Queen Creek had a tough start to the tournament as they opened up against Wasatch Academy's varsity squad. As right off the jump, Taft Mitchell with the jumper.
Well, he missed his first 2 shots last night, right? A little uncustomary, and Taft, boy, if he can get that little pull-up, it's going to be a long night for the purple and gold.
Gustafson, nice strong take. As Gustafson gets that one. And it's interesting, you know, Queens Creek did nothing went right. Granted, you're playing against one of the top teams, not out of Utah, in the country.
Yeah.
And a lot of things just did not go right for this team yesterday as Mitchell opens up with 5 points.
You know, we talked a little bit more leading up to the games yesterday. He's one of the top scorers in the state of Utah. And, you know, it took him a while yesterday to get that long-range shot going, but he eventually did. About 2 for 2 to start the gate for Taft Mitchell.
And how about the answer on the other end? Queens Creek gets the +1. As that is Preston Thompson. He had a terrific third quarter yesterday. He scored 15 points in the third quarter yesterday against Wasatch Academy.
Wow.
As he gets the +1, and we're tied at 5.
You know, the good news for Queen Creek is this is not Wasatch Academy. Although the way Orem is starting, they might be confused whether it is or not.
Hegstead on the other end gets the bucket, now a steal. Mitchell, left hand, and it crawls off. Rebound to Clayton, now to Hegstead, who lays it home.
Quick start for Orem, 9-5. This job. You know, we talked about teams in this tournament. We've got a timeout quickly taken here by Queen Creek.
Timeout.
Just a minute and a half in.
Timeout, Coach Bobick. We'll take it with him. You're watching the Pro Look Shootout. Out of the timeout, 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in the opening quarter. As Queens Creek has that one stolen. Taft on the steal, and the dunk! Taft Mitchell with 7 points in the first quarter. Thompson gives it up to Goetz. And that ball's out of bounds, will stay here.
Bulldog basketball.
Gustafson sends out. Thompson for 3. They didn't get it to go. Rebound to Mitchell. On the angle now with Clayton. Clayton down the lane. And the bucket. Thompson. Now to Gustafson. Gustafson off the bump, gets the bucket.
Nice job, able to absorb the contact there and not let it affect him too much. Gustafson and Thompson, they're going to have to pick up their scoring and really carry the load here tonight if Queen Creek wants to try to hang with Orem. I mean, right now, the way Orem's able to score, 13 points just the first 2.5 minutes. That's a frantic pace.
13-7. Taft Mitchell with 7 points thus far here in the first. High post Hegstead and Clayton, the second layup. He opened yesterday with 2 threes, and today he opens up with 2 layups.
Boy, that backdoor cut, slow to respond, and 2 points given up rather easily by Bulldog defense on that set.
Send up top. Now Thompson. Off the screen of Gustafson. Thompson, nice take, left hand, can't get it. Gustafson with the board, and his foul. Then it'll be Gustafson going to the line to shoot 2. Better start today for Gustafson. He got into foul trouble early yesterday. He was saddled with it the entire game. Got the first. It's them both. 15-9. Mitchell, fall away, back rimmed, and the rebound taken by Thompson.
It's a nice job by Thompson there, staying in front of Mitchell. Tried to shake him at the 3-point line. Thompson wasn't going to give him any ground, able to get a hand up and contest.
Thompson blocked. Going the other way, and Gustafson picks up the foul. Joe Grant with the block. And Gustafson picks up his first, and it's the team's second.
Isaiah Glass coming on here for Queen Creek. See if he can provide some presence in some of that interior defense for the Bulldogs.
Halfway through the first quarter, on the angle with Hatch. Hatch get them off their feet. Somehow got that past Gustafson. And gets it to drop.
I don't know how he got that away. It looked like Gustafson had that red and was going to deny it. Somehow, Hatch got it through everyone.
Down the lane, got a foul on the drive of Thomas Goetz.
Asante Toyota, number 11, committing a personal foul. His first, third Tiger team foul.
The foul goes to Toival. Bobick for 3, got it.
Jackson Bobick for 3.
Sometimes that's
Quickly
it,
out of the
right?
way, Toival, sorry.
I was just going to say, sometimes you just need to see the ball start going through the bottom of the net. You get the feeling like Queen Creek, a couple of early points, and have a little bit of confidence on the offensive end now.
Goetz on the other end, leaves it for Gustafson. Puts it on the floor, dribbles off of his own foot. We'll go back to Orem. Toival, step back Jay, back rimmed. Tipped out, Mitchell for 3, no, and Glass claims the rebound. The floor now with Thompson. Leaves it for Bobick.
Good closeout there by Hatch. Take away the space on the perimeter.
Gustafson steps into a 3. Back rim, Toival with the rebound. He'll send up top to Mitchell, and he'll reset the offense. 2:20 to go here in the first quarter. Toival gets past Gustafson, and a whistle. And that,
boy, fortunate, because there was nowhere to go with that pass. Foul call on the floor prior to.
Kobe Garvin checking the lineup for Queen Creek.
quickly into Mitchell. Mitchell trying to draw the call, doesn't get it. Thompson picks up the loose ball. Thompson right down the lane and can't finish. Glass with the rebound, sends out to Bobick for 3. His second 3 of the quarter.
How about that? A bit of a tough start out of the gate for Queen Creek, and a big 3 by Bob against back to 1 possession.
Toivow long on the 3. Robinson couldn't corral the rebound, and we'll go back to Queen Creek. Queen Creek, south of Phoenix, south of Chandler, Gilbert area. 10 years ago, it felt like a long drive out there, but it's a growing area of the Valley of the Sun. And how about that shot? Colby Garvin gets that one to drop.
Boy, almost looked like he got himself in a position where he didn't quite know what to do and just kind of had to heave it up in the last moment, able to drop it in. Tied up.
A quick start for Orem. They've cooled off, and there goes Mitchell.
He had the first 5 points, right?
Right.
Did. The first bucket since that point.
9 points here in the quarter. 19-17. 105 left in the quarter. Glass. The Bobek, who's got 2 threes. Can't get that to drop. Toivow boxing out Glass, tried to save it in, and be picked up by Mitchell. 50 seconds left in the quarter. Robinson. And it's back to Toivow. Remember, no shot clock in NFHS basketball. They have to shoot it until they don't want to. Garvin with the steal. Goes the other way and lays it in. And we're tied back up at 19, 25 seconds left. As Taft Mitchell will hold up top, 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 3. Toivow at the horn, left it short. And we got a game at the end of the first quarter, at the end of 1. We're tied at 19 between Orem and Queen Creek. You're watching the Pro Look Shootout. Start of the second quarter. Dane, impressive close of the quarter as Thorson leaves that one short. And on the other end, got a foul.
You know, and it's one of those things where, and I don't know how else to say this. I don't mean it to be critical. But when you look at what happened in the first quarter, you know, you have Taft Mitchell had 9 points, but you think about late, and it was the other guy shooting the ball. And Queen Creek found a way to get the ball out of his hand, not allow him to get open, and not allow him to get good looks. And if you're going to beat this Orem team, that's what you got to do. You got to find ways to not let Taft Mitchell go off for 20 or 30 points. And they found a way to do that in the first half and force other guys. And that defense and their rebounding was able to pick it up.
I feel a little better. My memory is not as bad as I was starting to get nervous about. There are guys who are not playing who are now playing in the second quarter for Coach Bobek, who didn't play in the first quarter, who played the entire game yesterday. So how comes Thorson, Raiden Thorson right here, number 1, and then Johan Diasa, one of the better players yesterday against Wasatch Academy. as Garvin hands back to Diasa.
You know, I'll tell you this Queen Creek team started to get their offense back when Isaiah Glass came on the floor. He hasn't scored, but he's got a Kurt Rambis look to him, right? The goggles and the headband. We've seen him crash the boards, be a physical player down low. See him trying to establish paint position right now. You wonder if that's been a little unsettling for Orem.
And that long set ends in a steal. Mitchell ahead to Robinson, and Jake Robinson lays that one in.
I almost don't know what to do. It wasn't an interception, it wasn't a tackle. I mean, I don't know what to say, right?
At least he wears a better number. Number 21 here, he's 87 as a corner. That usually doesn't spell very well. As Diasa's three is wide to the left. Mitchell gives it up. Clayton, Toyeval was going to replace, and he wasn't home for that pass. It's like watching Jacob Robinson play football, an outstanding football player, outstanding corner. But ward number 87, that's like watching a baseball movie and a guy's wearing the 60s. This guy's really good, but he's number 62. Like Manny Ramirez wore that number for the Indians for 1 year. Steal by Hegsted. Send it ahead. Robinson wisely gives it up, and Clayton lays it in.
He just wanted the assist, Dusty. He's all about sharing the basketball, huh?
Who says DBs and corners are divas?
Right?
They drop that one inside. We got a foul on the entry. The Toyeval.
Personal foul charge for the Tigers number 11. Asaki Toyeval is second personal. Kate Welchman, number 23, checking the lineup for the Bulldogs. Joe Grant, number 0, back on the floor.
And that will bring Joe Grant on the floor for Coach Wildeboer. As Diasa will trigger. Bobick hit 2 in the first and opens up the second.
Jackson Bobick for 3.
Jackson
We got
Bobick.
ourselves a shooter on the floor. How about the start for Jackson Bobick?
I'm guessing Daniels, the coach's dad, is Mitchell for 3.
Mitchell for 3.
I should have known before I said it. 2 shooters on the floor. And this becomes a match between those two. I think you gotta like the edge if you're an Orem fan, right?
Gustafson, absolutely. Can't get that one to drop. On the push, here comes Mitchell. Into the corner, Robinson. Hegsted for the little jumper, won't go. Ball still loose, picked up by Clayton. And back to Mitchell. On the angle. And they'll reset the offense with Taft. Robinson inside. Mitchell from way outside, yes.
Mitchell for 3.
His third, and he's got range. We saw that yesterday, we've seen it tonight.
And on the drive, there's a foul as Cade Welkman heading toward the hole.
Personal foul charged to the Tigers number 22.
Mitchell picking it up.
His
First personal.
16th foul on the Tigers. Raven Thorson, number 1, back on the floor, replacing Cade Welchman.
Some get caught up just trying to watch and see what's going on. I'm trying to, there's some confusion going on down there.
I think players from each team wanted the other player's jersey for memorabilia. Problem, the game's still going on. There's an offensive foul on Glass.
And Glass picks up the foul on the screen.
Isaiah Glass, number 0.
Coach Bobick wants an explanation.
15th foul on
A couple
the
made shots, and this lead pushed back up to 7 after Queen Creek had gotten back, tied it up. Orem with a chance to get some separation here.
Up top with Clayton. On
I
the
think
angle.
this ball's got to go to Mitchell.
Has to. Here's 22. Pass Diasa, pass Glass, and gets to the rim.
Mitchell.
We talked about it at the end of that first quarter. I don't think he shot the ball enough and you've got an opportunity to create separation, you got to give it to your best player and let him go to work. They do it. Mitchell at the rim, 2 more.
Diasa up top to Bobick. Now Gustafson. Glass, a little mid-range J, rattles out. Clayton with the board. Clayton sends out to Mitchell. Heat check. Lips out. And we got a foul on the rebound to go against Hegstead.
Oh, that ball was going in.
So did Jake Robinson.
A lot of guys said that ball was going in.
Bobick will come off for Thompson.
Personal foul charge for the Tigers, number 24, Colin Hegstead. The second personal. That's a 17th foul on the Tigers, putting the Bulldogs into the bonus.
It is funny. We did not have a chance to talk to Coach Bobick between games with a quick turnaround. But if Jackson is his son, then I feel really old, because I remember watching Daniel Bobick. I was in junior high school when he played at the Y and then went to Oklahoma State.
Well, I would believe that he's his son. They look very similar.
Right. Is Robinson off the pass from Mitchell. Got the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
It's a young man who knows how to make a play through contact, right? And that's where, as a basketball coach, you'd love to have football players, because you're accustomed to that, right? We're going to absorb it, finish it at the rim, the elevation. Jacob Robinson with a chance for a 3-point play.
And that's what Coach Wildeboer yesterday. Perry Wildeboer, the first-year coach here at Orem, was a longtime coach here in the state at Timothy High School. And we were talking, and he said, I got a football player to come play basketball. No, it was Jake Robinson. Maybe you heard of him. He was pretty proud.
I mean, that's almost credibility to get a high school gym named after you here, right?
I mean, we say that Puka Nakua played 4 years for Coach Holt, and in this tournament was just a human highlight reel as Gustafson gets to the rim and finishes with the left hand.
Puka was just a different kid.
Entirely.
Not in a bad way.
Yeah.
I mean, it was Puka.
Different than Samson.
That
different
kid just
than
had so much fun. You know, like it was just the love of the game for pretty much any and every sport.
Absolutely true. And I said last night he had that 1,000-watt smile. Just outside with Thompson, dropping inside the Glass. Glass loses the handle, gets on the floor in the hands of Thompson. And he gets out to Thorson.
Love the response from Orem after Queen Creek tied this up. We've seen them really step up the defense and execute much better on the offensive end.
Gustafson called for the foul on the loose ball, and he did not like it.
Number Gustafson, number 14, committing the switch to the foul. That's number 2 on Gustafson. 17 foul on the Bulldogs, putting the Tigers into.
And we'll walk the other end of the floor for 1-on-1 free throws. 2:47 left in the half. Taft Mitchell knocks down the front end.
18 points for Taft Mitchell. It's a pretty good night's work.
Yeah, absolutely. In the first half, no less. Gets them both.
Back on the floor for the Bulldogs.
You know, this game was tied at 19.
Yep.
17-5. Up top, Thorson. Now Diasa. Thompson, Gustafson. Man off his feet. Gives it up to Diasa on the cut. He lost the handle. Now Clayton. Give it up to Hatch. He can't finish. And the rebound, Diasa. Got numbers. Give it up to Thompson. Reverse it. Score it.
Preston Thompson.
Robinson was betting on that to go up and try to get the block.
Ryan
Bet wrong.
How about the fast response there from Orem as Clayton gets that, and now a foul going to be called on Clayton on this end. He'll put Thompson at the line for 1-on-1.
Ryan Clayton, number 3, committed a personal foul. That's number 2 on Clayton.
1:59 left in the half.
Shooting 1-1. Checking in the lineup for the Tigers, number 13, Nick Clark.
Got the first. Back rims the second. 1:55 left in the half. Here's Taft Mitchell working on Diasa. Up top now to Robinson. And no call on that. Reverse and score for Grant.
Well, the whole bench from Queen Creek wanted that call. You mentioned nothing there as Clark nearly with the turnover or steal.
Gustafson didn't get the call on that. Coach Bobick, the first time he's gotten openly angry like that. This will be open for three. Robinson short, and Gustafson pulls down the board. Skip to Thorson into the corner. Thompson, and we got a foul on the baseline. It'll be Thompson go back to the line for 1-on-1.
Yeah, you get the two hands up, and you talk about Orem, the run they've been on. When they're dialed in, Dusty, I mean, you can see the potential behind this Orem team. It's just figuring out how you get that dialed in for a full 32 minutes.
And they got a tough road to hoe here in the state of Utah. When we cover the state, if you're joining us from Queen Creek, we cover the state every week here in the state of Utah. Both free throws are good for Thompson. They're in a tough region. They mentioned Coach Willeborg going to be going back to the Thunderdome for the first time, not being a T-Bird this year. Timpanogos has become a power with Coach Izzy Engel. Alta High School is always really tough, and they're going to be good, return a lot of players.
And Mountain Ridge, I mean, new school, but Coach Briggs, they're off to a good start in the early going.
And they're in 5A
They
here.
didn't even have their gym ready for tryouts. They had to hold tryouts at a junior high.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
And now Diasa getting called for the foul, and it'll be 1-on-1, pardon me. Yeah, 1-on-1 free throws for Taft Mitchell.
Johan Diasa, number 5, committing a personal foul, second. Taft Mitchell from line to shoot, 1 at the line.
Mitchell long on the free throw. Rebound Diasa. Ahead to Thorson. Now Gustafson. Barrels down the lane and draws the foul. Then there'll be two free throws coming.
You know, we talk about the run that Orem's been on, creating separation. You make these two free throws and you get a stop, it's still a single-digit game at half. And the way the second quarter has gone, I mean, that's a win because it feels like it's much more slanted right now.
Gustafson. Back rims the free throw, and now a foul on the rebound. Let's go against Bobick, and we'll make a
lane violation.
lane violation. No, thank goodness. I was like, we're gonna make a 90-foot trek to the other end of the floor.
We've done it before.
It's true. 23.5 seconds left.
Sorry, it wasn't lane violation. They were shooting two, and the first one was missed. So second free throw.
We're all using the 1-on-1.
Yeah.
As Gustafson got the second. 40-30 with 23.5 seconds left. Mitchell gives it up. Toivow. Mitchell gets inside. No, poked away by Thorson. Ahead, Diasa. 5 seconds into the corner. Bobick. Long on the three. Toivow heaves it. And that'll do it for the half. End of the first half. It's Orem 40 and Queen Creek 30. You're watching the 2019 Pro Look Shootout. Welcome back inside of Tiger Fieldhouse. Dusty Litster, Dane Stewart with you. Dane, that first half, it was a quick start for Orem on both quarters.
That was Taft Mitchell. What a half. 19 points. 9 in the first, 8 in the second. And right now, that's helping Orem with this 10-point lead. But Queen Creek, I thought did a nice job kind of hanging in there. And, you know, Bobick didn't play for a large chunk of that second quarter. He's hit 3 threes. You wonder if they can find some offensive consistency here in the third quarter, get back in this game.
And it's got to be right here. Gustafson, I didn't see that he lost the basketball, but doesn't get the bucket to drop. Going the other way, here's Mitchell. Got it to go.
Mitchell.
It's a young man that would be on an all-tournament team, right?
Tiger on a stick. That's a new one. The jumper, Thorson won't drop. Mitchell quickly ahead to Clayton. And now I'll have a foul on Diasa.
That foul charge to the Bulldogs, number 5, Johan Diasa. His
Third personal foul on Diasa.
First Bulldog team foul.
As Clayton will trigger in. It's Mitchell. Three's long, rebound Diasa. And we'll have a foul. Oh, it's an intermittent whistle. I like that.
Yeah.
Thought you see a foul, maybe double, because she initially wanted to go double dribble. They didn't want to call a foul, so I liked it, intermittent whistle. Thompson. Nice take, and we got a foul on the drive, and Thompson will go to the line for 2. Mentioned in the first half, Thompson had 15 third quarter points yesterday.
Yeah, and he's got, well, I've got him for 8 in this game. How about this? Bobick had 9, Gustafson had 9, Thompson had 8 in that first half. Those have been the 3 scorers for Queen Creek. Garvin had 4, but you got to find ways to get some additional help on the offensive end.
Full court pressure from the Bulldogs. South Centennial got back in the game yesterday. There's a steal. Here's Bobick. And blocked from behind by Clayton.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I was thinking that in that first half as that lead got pushed to 9, 10, double figures. Wondering if we would see Queen Creek with a press. And first time we've seen it in this game occurring right there in the third quarter, and it leads to a turnover.
Gustafson, a lot of contact. Oh, that was a travel.
Travel violation, no basket. The Orem basketball.
He's been snake bit a couple times.
Yeah.
A nice play by Thorson. Coming the other way, Thompson. Right at the defender. I think I have a block. And they all charge.
That's a foul charge to the Bulldogs, number 11, Preston Thompson.
And Coach Wildeboer going to take a timeout, trying to call things down. 6:19 left in the third. Must have missed a call on that one. 6:18 left in the third. Keeping the press on. Hatch able to break it. Hegstead gets that one to go.
Good to see Orem finally able to break that press, right? And Coach Wildebohr calling the timeout, wanted to get things set up.
Hegstead, nice defense. Now quick on the push. Mitchell in transition. Crawls off. Hegstead can't get the board. Here comes Thorson. Thorson gives it up. Diasa. And Coach Bobick now has just got to feel like nothing's going to go the way of the Bulldogs. The last three 50-50 calls have gone the way of the blue and gold.
You know, we don't have replay here. Probably a good thing. I thought he was late getting there. I thought that was a block. But official was right there, better positioning than I had, and ended up calling the charge.
5:40 to go here in the third quarter. Hatch off the corner, blocked by Garvin. Hegstead tipped it away, then can't finish, but no worries. Grant right there to tip it home.
One of those where, I mean, you talk about being snake bit, another series there where you think you have an opportunity to go and head to the other end of the floor. Garvin's losing his way out of bounds, just saving the wrong team.
Garvin couldn't get that one to drop. Hegstead with the rebound, and then he traveled. Drug his pivot foot, and inbound along the baseline.
Back on the floor for the challenge, number 21, Jacob Robinson.
Garvin goes at Hegstead and blocked. Hegstead just tracked him and got him. I'm gonna bring this up to Coach Wildebohr when we talk to him next. I don't know if you remember this name or not, but he was at Timpview. He had a center that Hegstead reminds me of, Nick Jackson. It was kind of a Nick Jackson-like play there. It was a heady play. Down the lane, Mitchell. And then, of course, Jose, if you call the charges on this end, Coach Bobick would lose his chair-like demeanor if that ball was
there was no way that was going to be a blocking shot.
Not if we wanted to get out of the gym tonight. Thorson up top off the screen and Bobick. Thorson jackknife it up, and he's fouled on the drive. It'll be Thorson going to the line for two. Now goes to Taft Mitchell. As the 14th foul.
Braden Thorson at the line for 2 shots.
Thorson scored tonight.
How about we're approaching the midway point of this third quarter. Only 2 points for Queen Creek, both at the line.
Think about it, I mean, go back to the reference point, 19 all. Since that point, 27 to 13.
Yep.
14. You got them both. Val. Send over Clayton. Now Hegstead. Clayton work on Garvin. Gets past him, and Bobick with the steal. They don't have numbers, and Bobick has that one tipped away by Toyaval, but got it back and lays it in. Jackson Bobick.
Finally, the ball bounces the way of the Bulldogs, huh? That one's stolen away, and Bobick stays right with it. Wasn't disrupted at all. Able to finish.
3:55 to go in the third. Hegstead out to Clayton. Clayton, nice pass. Hegstead puts it home.
You know, it's good ball movement when you don't even have to leave your feet to score, right? Hegstead just stays down, able to tip that up and in. He's had a nice start to the second half.
And Thorson throws it away.
Orem basketball.
Enjoy watching Coach Bobick. He's not a yeller. He's talked pretty calmly with his guys. He was watching him coach up Thorson right there. Young sophomore, Raiden Thorson.
Remains Orem basketball.
Three and a half to go in the third. Toy Val on the angle. We got a foul away from the ball. It's on Garvin.
Kobe Garvin, number 24, committing a personal foul, his second. Checking in the lineup for the Bulldogs, number 0.
Isaiah Glass comes on. Welcoming comes off. Jake Robinson checked in as well. Gets it into Hegstead. It wasn't a point-blank range, so Hegstead wisely gave it up. 3:10 left in the third.
Good positioning down low. How about that job by Glass, able to win that ball in the air. It looked like Hegstead was going to be set up right at the rim.
He had his man sealed, and Joe Grant just did go right to him. Thorson off the screen at Glass. Thorson, float it, score it.
Raiden Thorson.
Just float it, Raiden. 2:40 left in the third. Clayton, short on the three. Glass able to pull down the board. Back comes Thorson. And it's back to Glass. Now they'll reset the offense. Thompson now over to Bobick. And that's out of bounds off of Toya Val, and will stay here.
Bulldogs basketball.
Four more games tomorrow. Best matchups will be the way we're set up for tomorrow, starting at 3:30 Mountain. 3 Mountain. Threw me off yesterday. Bobick steps inside the arc, doesn't get it, gets his own board. Goes back up and in.
Jackson Bobick.
He's a good young player. I've enjoyed watching Jackson tonight. Long ball. He's had a couple nice takes here in the second half.
Inadvertent buzzer. 1:45 left in the third. Thorson right with Clayton. High post, Toya Val. Working on Bobick. Remember, no shot clock in NFHS basketball. If it doesn't work, just back it out and try it again. Hegstead. Out to Toya Val for 3. Short. Hegstead with the rebound, and we got a foul. We'll inbound along the baseline.
Raiden Thorson, number 1, whistle for the personal foul. His first 15 foul on the Bulldogs.
Robinson triggers in. Toya Val on the baseline, stepped out of bounds.
Orem turnover, Queen Creek basketball.
The student section didn't agree, thought he was shoved out of bounds. Thorson off the screen of Glass. Out of bounds, we'll stay here with Queen Creek. One minute left here in the third. Thorson inside, thought he'd get a bump, didn't get it. Able to finish.
I thought we might see a foul call, and hey, just like that, look, it's down to 7.
Yeah, they focused up here. Speaking of the Bulldogs, cutting into this deficit is Garvin, and he called the foul.
Kobe Garvin committing a personal foul. It's number 3 on Garvin. And back on the floor for the Tigers, number 22, Taft Mitchell.
Taft Mitchell comes back on. Seconds left in the third. Now I'm back, Toya Val. Goes right at glass, and it's a charge.
Offensive foul on Saki Toyoleo is third personal.
19.8 left in the third.
Look out, folks. Queen Creek get a point here. Be a heck of a way to close out the quarter.
Thorson's had a good third quarter. That one's stolen by Toya Val. Give it up, Clayton, and one.
Ryan Clayton, the bucket counts. Foul on the shot by number 24, Colby Garvin, his fourth personal.
Boy, what a play there by Toya Val. I mean, you've got an opportunity to get back to 4 or 5. A pass that just probably shouldn't have been thrown, able to step in front, and well-executed run out for Orem. And man, that's a big swing.
Clayton doesn't get it. Hegstead with the board. 2 seconds. Mitchell, or count the goes, and Clayton count the bucket. And a 4-point flurry to close out the quarter. It's 52-41 Orem. You're watching the Pro Look Shootout. Start of the fourth quarter here in Tiger Fieldhouse, the 2019 Pro Look Shootout. Dusty Litzer and Dane Stewart. Queen Creek got this game down in the single digits, and Dane, the last 10 seconds, all came undone. Bottom
Sure
misses
did.
3.
I mean, you have a chance to get down to 5 or 4, a couple turnovers, and Orem able to push it up to 11.
And it's Clayton. Or pardon me, that was Hatch.
Parker Hatch for 3.
I thought it was Clayton because he was the man that scored the 4 points to close out the quarter.
Yes, he was.
They look a lot alike. It's the Patty Duke show. Gustafson. Give it up to Garvin. And Robinson claims the board. Taft Mitchell goes to the corner. Toya Val pass up the 3. And a foul on Garvin. I think that's number 4 on Garvin.
Colby Garvin, number 24.
Oh, number 5.
Number 5 on Garvin. A foul was in. A second Toyoleo to the line to shoot 1-1.
Toya Val go to the line.
Isaiah Glass, number 0, checking in the lineup for the Bulldogs. Replacing Colton Baldwin.
And the first free throw, good. Just for a second, Dana almost was going to tell you not to say anything because we're not the Spectrum and you're not 21 anymore.
Yeah, there was a time, Dusty. And then I turned 14.
Bobick on the other end, lays it in.
Jackson Bobick.
He's had a good night tonight.
He has 15 points. He's led the way for Queen Creek. Hit some big threes early on. No threes in the second half, though. Think about those threes from Bobick were really what was keeping Queen Creek in this contest early. They haven't hit a three in the second half.
Of course, Bobick not pleased with that contest there from Gustafson. It wasn't the call. It was why are you putting yourself in that spot?
Yeah.
22 feet away from the hole. As Toya Valen knocks down the first. The quote our interns, a movie one of our interns really likes, is the juice worth the squeeze? You got to ask yourself that question. I know Preston likes that movie.
I don't even know what movie that is.
Not going there. But Toya Val have one more. Yeah. Definitely in his range, for sure. Preston and I are both suckers for rom-coms. So outside, 6:45 left in the fourth quarter. Got another full slate of games tomorrow. Starting at 3 Mountain as Thompson knocks down the three.
Oh, we just talked about it. They haven't hit a three in the second half, and Thompson finally able to break through. His first field goal since early in the second quarter.
Bobick with the tip. Here comes Thorson. Give it up, Thompson. No contact anywhere there. Ed Thompson with another bucket. And now a foul.
Preston Thompson giving the personal foul. It's number 3 on Thompson. Pat Mitchell at the line for 2 shots.
As Taft Mitchell knocks down the first.
How about this? You know, we talked about what a good first half Taft had. And we talked about if you're Queen Creek, you got to make other people beat you. That's just the 4th point in the second half for Taft Mitchell. I mean, and Taft's had a lot of that third quarter, right? He was out for a lot of that third quarter. But Orem has had other guys step up. So that's a great credit to Coach Wildeboer, what he's building, or what he has here at Orem this year. It's been okay for them tonight.
Gustafson got everyone off their feet. Toya Val with the block. Send it ahead. Robinson. Thorson giving chase. And that's off the mark. Rolls off the rim. Again, no goaltending on that backboard slap.
Well, and someone grabbed the rim, but it was an Orem, or grabbed the net, but it was an Orem player. So a lot of visuals. But to your point, Dusty, you can slam the backboard if you are in an attempt at a block.
And see, Coach Wildeboer is learning the rule right now. And I heard him say he slapped the backboard. And again, you're making an attempt on the block. You can slap the backboard. There's not a goaltend, and that is not a goaltend in high school basketball. Now the rim pull, that's a different deal.
Yeah, but that was his own player.
Right, I was just saying that, and that's why I say it's a different one. It's like, well, it's your own guy. Hegstead into the corner. Toya Val for 3. Long, and Glass claims the board. Just for like a second, I saw what Taft Mitchell saw. But Glass didn't know he was behind him. And he's just unable to get the steal in the bucket. 5:31 left in the fourth.
I'll tell you what, Toyeval gets a lot of open looks. When
Yes,
he
he does.
starts hitting those, this Orem offense is going to be at another level.
Off the screen, send out, Bobick. Crosses up, doesn't get it to drop. The loose ball taken by Hegstead. Hegstead ahead to Robinson. Robinson to Mitchell, who lays it in.
Mitchell.
Great job running out, and Taft
Able
able to finish at the rim. 62-48 Orem, Dusty. Come alive late.
You're watching the Pro League shootout. .453 left here. Game number 4 of the day. Gustafson for 3, knocks it down. And Queen Creek, they won't go quietly into the night. They will not go down without a fight. Hegstead on the other end.
I was actually thinking of another reference, but I'm surprised you went that direction.
Well, that was Independence Day.
I know, but I'm thinking of another reference. Jerry Maguire. Cardinals just refused to go into that. I'm just trying to wax poetic here, guys.
Mitchell to Hegstead. Blocked by Gustafson.
Look at that play underneath. Gustafson had a great start, 6 points in the first quarter. And that's a nice block underneath.
You know, this Orem student section making it feel like the old school days. Tanner Lamb, Craig Cusick. Remember they had the 7-foot center. Why am I about said his name? Butler, I think it was. The huge fro.
Yes, I can picture him, but I can't remember his name.
He wore number 0.
Yep.
I want to say it was Butler. Diasa went on the flyby there. Robinson wisely held up there.
How about the patience, right? You have a couple opportunities to put up shots that aren't terrible, but weren't great. And, you know, talking with Coach Wildebohr yesterday, he talked about, hey, we're about making the extra pass, right? Let's make sure we get the good look. And that message starting to settle in with his troops here.
Bobick nearly got the steal, and then Thorson does get the steal. Braden Thorson with the rip and bucket.
How about his second half? 8 points for Thorson, all in this second half, and a nice steal there and finish.
We're a double bonus rest of the way for Orem. 1-on-1 for Queen Creek. With 2 free throws coming for Taft. Mitchell knocks down the first. And the second rattles home as well. Thorson sends out to Gustafson. Work on Hegstead. Gustafson, step back. Got it.
Man, that's a smooth shot, isn't it? Just sets that up, calmly steps back, and barely even moved the net.
Clayton on the baseline, gives it up to Hegstead, and a little long on that one, gets the loose ball, and bucket. Got to take the gift when the gift's there. Hegstead overshot the hoop and then ends up with the bucket anyway. Bobick for 3. Got it. 10-point game.
Talking about won't go quietly, Dusty. Back to 10. We see that press again.
Hegstead got it. Just pad the night there for Hegstead. Other end, Thorson and Gustafson had moved, and Robinson with the steal. That should have been backcourt first. Mitchell floats and scores. Right? Gustafson hit it, and he was the first one to touch it in the backcourt before the steal. There's Thorson down the lane, left hand, got it. Nice.
Scoring picking up late here, huh? I mean, going back and forth in the waning minutes.
Mind you, Raiden Thorson, just a sophomore. As Hegstead again, another.
He's got 16 points, 8 of those coming here in the fourth quarter. If he can be that dump-off guy underneath with all the ability they have to drive and kick, well, that provides a lot of options for this offense.
Raiden Thorson from the outside. Timeout, Coach Bobick. Minute and a half left.
30-second timeout.
Minute and a half to go here. The final game of the night. Queen Creek just not going to go away easily. Down 11. The Goats back in the game for Coach Bobick. As Thorson, Bobick, Gustafson, and Thompson all go to the bench as Mitchell hands back to Clayton. And again, no shot clock in NFHS basketball, so you can take this whole minute and a half down in one possession if you're Orem. Diasa got out of there, not going to get the foul. Inside of a minute we go. Mitchell sends out to Robinson. And a technical foul for yelling, that's a carry. And number 2. Diasa has been ejected. And so it'll be free throws and the ball back here for Orem. And frustrating for Diasa is that means you don't play tomorrow either.
Yeah, and I missed that. Did you see it?
What happened?
Yeah, what he was upset about.
Well, Mitchell had that little hesitation dribble.
Because I heard someone say that's
a
carry.
And that was Diasa.
Okay, all right.
And that's what got him the first tee, and then he didn't stop and got the next one. Mitchell knocks down the first. And the second. Oh, check that. So he's 2 of 3, 3 of 4. And now the foul on Thorson puts Taft back at the line.
Brandon Thorson committed a personal foul. Taft Mitchell at the line for 2 shots.
They'll put Orem at 2-0 on the tournament. Had that tough game last night against Centennial. They had to fight off that late comeback. And here today, pesky Queen Creek team wouldn't go away. But dang, they were able to pull away in the end.
Checking in the lineup for the Tigers, number 0, Joe Orem, and number 13, Nick Clark.
Nick Clark comes in. For the final 35 seconds, we'll have 4 games for you tomorrow. There'll be best matchups. As Goats will pull for 3, back rimmed, and hit the strap. And I'll go into my annual, I don't understand why we have the rim, the standards with the straps here in the state. We have these beautiful new gyms in the field house. This is a little bit older one, but still one of the nicest gyms in the state. But look at these strap ones. The strap hangs out into the play. I don't get it. 15 seconds left.
It's probably a conspiracy by the strap rappers of America.
Right. And wisely and in good sportsmanship, passing up on that bucket. As everyone saw the Instagram stories. Final score, Orem 79, Queen Creek 63. Orem goes to 2-0 in the tournament. Dane, our Utah Army National Guard consistent performer.
Well, how about a player who scored at least 8 points in 3 of the 4 quarters? Finished with a game-high 34. Taft Mitchell, solid night for him, leading Orem to victory.
Again, Orem with the 79-63 win over Queen Creek. Congratulations, Taft Mitchell, big night, and our Utah Army National Guard consistent performer of the game. For Dane Stewart, Vince Francis, I'm Dusty Litz. Thanks for joining us and watching the 2019 Pro Look Shootout on Deseret News Rewind.